Hey everybody, I'm Megan Fox with pjmedia.com, where I write columns and report on news and happenings every day. I write opinion columns. I also do investigative journalism when it calls for it. And I wanted to bring to your attention our PJ Media VIP subscriber service. And one of the reasons why I want to just show you this is because I write a lot of VIP articles, which is behind the paywall. And if you want to access them, you all you need to do is sign up using my promo code FOX for a discount. Now, it is very simple to do this. You just go to pjmedia.com and you click on the VIP up here at the top of the page. You see where it says VIP, and then you just sign up and you get access to not only my exclusive columns, but a podcast that I do every single week on PJ Media. So I'm going to read to you a little bit of this article that is only available behind a paywall. I'm not going to read you the whole thing because I would like you to go sign up, and it is a very interesting article. But this is here's the evidence I need to see before I believe Amber Heard. I just called her Hamber. Hamber's funny. Here's the evidence I'd need to see before I'd believe Amber Heard is not a lying psycho. Okay. So if you want to read all of my hilarious commentary, you just go and sign up under VIP. I'll read you some of it. Okay. Here's some. The Johnny Depp v. Amber Heard trial is off the charts ridiculous, but it's not Depp's fault. His former wife is spinning a yarn that is truly weirder than most soap opera plots. Her ex-husband told his story and offered multiple witness statements that corroborated everything he said. On the night Heard was reported to have hurled a can of mineral spirits at Depp, there were witnesses who tended to the wound afterward. One of Depp's employees was so fearful for his safety that night that she put a security guard at the building where he slept in case Heard made a second attempt to injure him. Similar corroborating testimonies racked up during the plaintiff's turn, but then the plaintiff rested, and it was the defense's turn to tell their story. And what they said happened is so batshit crazy, it's hard to put into words. Heard told tales of abuse that, if true, would have killed or severely injured her. There's no way she could have been beaten in the face repeatedly by a grown man wearing rings on every finger and walked away without one laceration. And yet that's her testimony. Her evidence is a few photographs taken in poor lighting that could be her face after a hard night of partying on mushrooms and too much wine. The broken nose and black eyes she claims to have could be dark circles. It doesn't look like any black eye I'd ever seen. But there's still a chance I might believe her. Here's what I would need to see in order for that to happen. All right, now I'm going to skip down a few. Here's a good idea. Amber Heard should demonstrate how she covered black eyes with Milani makeup and Amica cream. Heard's lawyers keep insisting that Heard is a makeup magician who can cover any injury with something called Amica cream, really arnica cream, and a Milani makeup compact. Heard testified on the stand that she is trained in makeup. If I were the plaintiff's counsel, I would have her qualified as an expert in makeup. Then I'd bring in someone with a genuine, swollen, weepy black eye and ask her to demonstrate how she can cover it up well enough to go on television and look normal. According to Heard's testimony, she made an appearance on The James Corden Show the day after she suffered a broken nose and two black eyes. Here she is on that show looking totally normal. All right, I'm going to skip down a few. You guys, you have to see this. It's so stinking funny. Watch Ben Shapiro's reaction to watch his reaction to her testimony.
I thought he was punching me. I thought he was. Oh, I'm sorry. He was. I felt this pressure. My pubic bone. He said he was punching me. I just saw his arm. I could feel his arm moving, and it looked like he was punching me.
That's all of us, right? I mean, seriously. Okay, I have a few more down here, but So I go over all my reasons, all the things I would need to see, and at the end, my last piece of evidence I would need is a lobotomy. If all of the above should come back in Heard's favor, I'm going to need a lobotomy to forget a few things. Number one, the lie that she donated $7 million of her divorce settlement to the ACLU and the LA Children's Hospital. Testimony proved that Heard did no such thing. The ACLU said Elon Musk donated $500,000 while Heard donated much less. They have not been paid the remainder of the pledged amount. The LA Children's Hospital sent a letter that stated only $100,000 of the $3.5 million had been paid to them. Number two, the fact that Heard has been arrested for domestic violence during her marriage to her ex-wife and lied to Dr. Hughes about it. Dr. Hughes, the paid psychological expert for the defense, said Heard had no history of domestic violence, which means that Heard didn't tell her of her previous arrest. And there's arrest records. Number three, Heard claimed Depp put his fingers inside her like a bowling ball and moved her around violently in a closet. I just can't. What man could violently throw around a 110-pound woman with one hand like that? This isn't plausible in any way, just like her other claims that he conducted a cavity search for cocaine when there was a giant jar of cocaine reportedly always available, and threw her across the room like he had superhuman strength, or that he swung her around by the hair like a Marvel hero. He's almost 60. If it is true that Depp did these things, he should be studied by science. He could be a mutant. Oh, goodness, and then there's some video. Okay, so that's just a taste of what, my exclusive columns on VIP are, and if you wanted to support me, I would love it if you would sign up under my promo code FOX for a discount on pjmedia.com. There will be much more to come, and in fact, last week's, podcast in fact, I'll show you. Last week's podcast, I had David Leatherwood on, and he is someone who he's a gay man who worked in Hollywood, and he actually had some information I was not counting on about Johnny Depp. It was so interesting. So if you want to hear that podcast, you just sign up to be on the VIP subscriber list and you'll get it. But he had some inside information on working with Johnny Depp on a movie scene, and it was really, really interesting, to say the least. I'll give you a hint. He said he liked Tom Cruise a lot better than Johnny. So it was interesting, to say the least, and I wasn't expecting it, because we were talking about something else. We were talking about the so-called "Don't Say Gay" bill in Florida, and he's a gay Republican, and so we had a lot to laugh about, and it was a really good interview. So if you guys are interested in that, sign up on pjmedia.com. Use my promo code FOX for a discount. Take care, everybody. Talk to you later.